Hey, what is up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this tutorial for MMA, I'm going to show you guys how to defend strikes in the close guard position, as well as an added submission hold you can do from there. So check it out. All right, so from the close guard position, what we're going to do is move our head side to side against punches. So the first drill is going to be just an exercise to practice moving side to side and swaying away from the punch. As he throws the right hand, I want to move towards the inside. All right, as he throws the left hand, I'm going to move towards the opposite side. Now, what you want to notice here is not only am I moving my upper body like a metronome, I'm also using my knees and legs to pull him in. All right, so as he throws the haymaker, I move to this side, and if he throws this one, I'll move to this side. Now, in the second progression, I'm going to practice using my arm as well. So as he throws the hand here, I use the arm here, and now I can come back to the center, wrapping this arm. If he throws his left side, now I go here, over, and tie him up on this side. So once again, as he throws this one, I move in and cover. And if he throws this one, I move inside and cover. Now in the last progression, what we're going to do is tie him up completely. And this is where we want to build a drill on, right? So the first two exercises are just that, exercises. Now, the whole concept is to be able to tie him up. As he comes in with a punch, I move to the inside, tie him up, hold the neck, and now I move my body where I'm holding his arm, okay, away from the opposite side, the opposite punch. So I'm hiding here. So again, if he throws, I move in, cover, and tie him up. If he throws this side, same thing. I move in, I covered the arm, I trap the neck, and right away I'll guard here, okay? So here again, move, and I'll try to tie him up. All right, this time we're going to show how we move to the outside. So now it's going to be a little bit more as a straighter punch. So if he throws the right hand here and I try to move on the inside, I'm walking into that punch. So if I see the angle of the elbow coming in straight, I want to move towards the outside, just like this. Once again, using the metronome principle to move your head, but also very important to move your legs towards your chest. That way it will pull the person in. As he throws this hand here, I use my legs to redirect him, okay? So once again here, first progression, I go here, and on the opposite side, I go here. Now, once I'm used to this movement, I want to use my arms, okay? So as he throws the right hand, I'm going to deflect to here. As he throws the left one, I'll deflect to here. Once again, here, push, and on this side, push him here. Now, the last progression is going to be really to tie him up. So as he comes in with the right hand, as I push him here, just like the first one, I want to go behind the neck, but this time the arm is trapped and lock him up. Once again, on the opposite side, I push him here, I wrap, and look, palm to lock him up. So once again here, push, and hold him tight. And on this side, deflect, catch him, and hold him tight. All right, this time as I move my head, as he throws the punch, I'm gonna tie him up here. I'm gonna show how we catch the head, and notice how the palm behind the neck is facing up. And now I'm gonna use this one, go gable grip here, and lock him in tight. What's really important to notice here is I don't want him, he's gonna be fighting to free his arm, so I don't want him to release this arm. All right, so I'm gonna use my head and my palm. So my head is going to be tucked in against the tricep, but both of my palms are going to be against the shoulder. All right, this makes a very powerful grip, and it's very difficult for him to escape. And now what I'm going to do is create an angle. So I'm going to unlock, shift my hips, and create an angle on my close guard. And from here, my palms are going to join into bicep connection, top of his head, and arm triangle. All right, once again, as I move my body, I slip the punch, catch the head, lock it up nice and tight, create a slight angle. If you need to, you can also post on the mat, shift your hips out, and relock your guard. Now from here, lock on the bicep, and you can also have the option to hold your own head. All right, once again, with the arm triangle, what can happen here is I can also use this to sweep him, all right? So now, as he throws a punch, I deflected, and I caught him here, all right? Instead of shifting my hips here for the arm triangle, I'm gonna now opt to shift my hips to this side. Now by moving my hips to this side now, it gives me that option to chop this knee. So I'm gonna use my left leg, scoot out, and now I'm able to get the top position. Now, once you're here, it's very important. He's gonna try to use the telephone defense, and he's also gonna try to push his elbow to escape that arm. So once you landed here and his arm is over his head, it's gonna be very important to keep it exactly where it is, right here. How do you do this? By bringing your forehead down. As I bring my forehead here, now there's not enough space for him to bring the telephone defense. Okay, now I keep the palm-to-palm connection. What I'm going to do is just bring my back leg across as a windshield wiper. And now when I'm here, I'm gonna lock in and finalize the arm triangle. So from this angle now, as he throws the punch, I deflect. I caught him here, nice and tight, gable grip. Very important. If you lose the arm, you lose the technique. Now shift to the opposite side, chop this leg. As I land in the mount position, I make sure that he doesn't defend. And now from here, watch this foot here. It's gonna windshield wiper. So I connect my knee across the hip, windshield wiper across, and I keep my shin across this hip. And now from here, I sink it in, lock my bicep, hold my own head or his head, and finalize. All right, guys, so there you have it. Some quick techniques you can use for mixed martial arts when you're working your close guard against strikes, and also a quick submission, really easy to do. Once you master this technique, you're gonna be able to find yourself using it oftentimes from that position. Guys, hope you enjoyed this content. Leave us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos. We'll see you
in the next video.
Take care.